What would you do if you were reincarnated as the 13th prince of an empire, but born with a blessing so powerful that even the emperor fears you? The story begins with a nightmare disguised as a blessing. Noah wakes up in a royal palace, inside the body of a newborn prince. Sounds amazing, right? Yeah, until he checks his status screen. His stats are so bad they look like a failed exam sheet. E-rank water magic. Everything else? Bottom tier F. And this isn't just any family. He's the 13th prince of the imperial royal family, and the emperor himself is eager to inspect his newest son. When Noah's magic affinity is tested, it's confirmed his highest potential lies in water magic. So as a first birthday gift, the emperor grants him territory where the water clan resides. But the moment that gift is announced, something strange happens. Noah's water stats suddenly glitches. When the emperor asks to see his updated stats, Noah is sweating bullets. With numbers like his, he expects to be thrown out like defective merchandise. But when the screen appears, his E-rank water magic has skyrocketed to double S rank. A literal baby just set the highest water affinity record in imperial history. Everything else is still garbage, but nobody cares anymore. The emperor instantly favors him. Later, Noah discovers the truth. His strength increases based on the people serving him. The territory gifted to him boosted his water magic. His maids somehow enhance his other stats. And while his level is stuck at 1, there's no level cap, meaning one thing, he can break the system. 6 years pass. During breakfast, Noah learns that 2 of his older brothers are visiting. The first prince, Albert, and the 4th prince, Henry. Now Sibling visits sound wholesome, but Noah already knows these 2 are walking political landmines. Albert presents him with a gift, a sword. The moment Noah sees it, his blood turns cold. Cursed energy swirls around it, screaming souls trapped within the blade. Albert casually explains, "It's a water attribute magic sword. Over 120 knights have died trying to wield it. If you weren't worthy, you died instantly." Noah grips the hilt. Nothing happens. He's immune. Thanks to his absurd water affinity, the sword accepts him. But Noah isn't fooled. Albert wasn't giving him a gift. He was using him as an experiment. Still, Noah survives. And the blade has chosen its master, the Leviathan's sword. Soon after, Noah learns that his loyal maid Zoe's hometown has been destroyed by a flood. Her mother lost everything. Zoe was prepared to sell herself just to earn money. Noah shuts that idea down instantly. He gives her mother a job, a house, and a salary far above normal wages. Then he makes a shocking move. He orders his butler to buy up all the flood-damaged land before corrupt nobles exploit the victims. Cost? 700,000 Renee. He only has 500,000, so he considers selling the imperial land gifted to him. It's technically illegal. He doesn't care. If he gets punished, so be it. When Noah arrives at the ruined village, the devastation is worse than imagined. Crops gone, homes destroyed, people starving. Relief food is being distributed, but it's rotten garbage, watery soup, half-spoiled vegetables, and the local official, Lord Geral, is skimming relief funds. When Noah confronts him, Geral laughs. He openly admits to stealing from disaster victims, and then he draws his sword. Big mistake. The Leviathan sword bursts from its case and flies to Noah's side. It has chosen him fully. With a single strike, Noah beheads Geral, right there in the village square. When Lord Rowan, Geral's superior, arrives, he immediately kneels. He recognizes the 13th prince. Noah gives one order: feed the people properly and purge every corrupt official involved. Word reaches the emperor. Instead of punishment, he thanks Noah. If he hadn't intervened, the suffering would have continued. The emperor now sees it clearly. This 13th prince isn't weak. He's dangerous, in the best possible way. Later, Noah visits a quiet diner on Raid Street. There, a pink-haired girl named Alice sings for coins. She's talented, rough, but determined. Suddenly, 3 thugs storm in. They demand she repay her parents' debt. They suggest disgusting alternatives when she says she can't pay. Nobody intervenes, until Noah stands up. He reminds them that imperial law forbids forcing a child to repay parental debt. They laugh. One grabs his collar. Instant regret. Noah releases a fraction of the Leviathan's pressure. The entire diner trembles. The men flee in terror. Afterward, Noah offers Alice 25 Renee per month so she can focus on improving her singing. No strings attached, just belief. Later, those same thugs kneel at the palace gates, begging forgiveness after realizing who he is. Noah refuses to meet them, not out of pride, but strategy. If they fear him enough to stay away from Alice permanently, mission accomplished. Even Prince Henry is impressed. Noah isn't just strong, he thinks 3 moves ahead. When one of the men tries attacking him again outside the palace, Noah doesn't even draw his sword. He simply releases a sliver of its power. The attacker collapses in terror, and Henry watches silently, realizing something important. The 13th Prince isn't just a talented child. He's becoming a force that could reshape the empire itself. And somewhere in the shadows, Albert smiles. Because this was only the first test. Noah starts collecting people like Pokemon. Alice, a street singer with raw talent. Noah pays her debt and sponsors her music career. Cindy, an adopted daughter of a merchant who was once a slave. Noah sees her potential immediately. The Grimoire. Noah finds an old book that boosts his wind stat to SS rank after he purges the ghost of a legendary sorcerer living inside it. The Shield Ring. He finds a SSS rank ring that transforms into a suit of high-tier armor. The General of Wholejoy, Marley, visits Noah with a problem. The finance minister is blocking flood prevention funds so he can build a luxury villa for the emperor. Noah invites the slimy minister to lunch and rips him apart. He points out that using the emperor's name to justify embezzlement is a death sentence. The minister panics and releases the funds instantly. The emperor is so amused by Noah's boldness that he appoints him as head judge for the knight selection exam. Noah's exam is simple: try to hit me. Using his shield ring, he blocks everyone until a girl named Shirley shatters his barrier and grazes him. Instead of punishing her, he recruits her. He likes that she didn't hesitate to strike a royal. But then, a rebellion breaks out in Almeria. Noah realizes his water stat dropped because the land is in chaos. He doesn't lead the army. He leaves that to Henry. But he uses his merchant contacts to buy every scrap of horse feed in the region. Without food, the rebel cavalry is neutralized. The rebel leader, Karin, tries to use a cursed dagger to assassinate Noah, but Noah uses Leviathan to fire a water sniper shot from hundreds of miles away, drilling a hole right through Karin's forehead. By age 12, Noah is appointed Minister of Justice. His first move? He asks his Vice Minister Vinny how many bribes he takes. When Vinny admits he takes 500 Renee a year, Noah writes him a check for 5,000 and says, "That's 10 years of bribes. Now stop taking them and work for me." Noah's status screen explodes with a power boost. Then comes the real test. Crown Prince Albert is suspected of a coup. Noah knows the emperor doesn't want to execute his own son because it would ruin the royal legacy. To protect the family's image, Noah stabs himself to make it look like the assassins wounded him, allowing him to execute the witnesses immediately and bury the scandal. As a reward, the emperor lets Noah into the imperial vault. Noah picks a box that explodes in flames, the fire relic Luia. After a Pokemon battle between his water sword and the fire ring, Noah masters both. He discovers that making his artifacts fight each other actually levels him up. He's now a level 12 powerhouse who can grind XP while sitting in his office. The episode ends with Noah executing a corrupt noble named Dalem, who was hiding behind Prince Gilbert's name. Noah cuffs himself and apologizes to Gilbert, but it's a power move. He's showing the eldest prince that the 13th prince is no longer a child you can push around. The story is just getting started. The 13th prince might become the strongest ruler in history. What makes this story interesting isn't just Noah's strength, it's his mindset. If you want more anime recaps like this, especially hidden fantasy gems, let me know in the comments. And tell me, would you support Prince Noah or fear him?